All right, currently in a little pre-market long, so market is opening in 7 minutes. Um, just started recording now, but I'm pretty much I executed after we flipped this gap here, and yeah, then had to endure a little bit of that chop here, but I don't really care about having to prove that I'm in the trade, but I can show you from my trading software. So this is how it looks like. So I got the fill in here, 3 entries there. Now my stop is dragged above a little bit higher there, but pretty much I'm in that trade there. It's a slow grind higher. Usually when I execute pre-market, I go with smaller position size, so that's what I'm doing currently as well. Not willing to go break, or I would say I'm not willing to first of all go break even to this level, nor am I willing to drag my stop below these lows, because how I see this is we got a large fair value gap, and this is the most important one here. All right, this is a fair value gap that is a positive, busy. Sorry, so we got busy here, and we got liquidity. So I don't want to see market do this, but this could easily happen where market sweeps liquidity and reacts out of this busy higher, and that's why it's not valid to have my stop below. And all right, that's kind of how I'm feeling. Although we have been chopping the whole morning to the upside like this, so this could be like a trap and it could be taking me out. But looking at the highest time frame, we got the 4 hour equal highs, which I'm targeting. I want to go for there. We got the SMT, as you can see in here. This is actually lower low on ES, and we're bouncing off of a new week opening gap that we broke above yesterday. So Monday we broke above that new week opening gap. This is a fair value gap. React out of it again. So important hourly fair value gap is lining up with this new week opening gap, and we got the SMT, we got things like that, and we got the 4 hour equal highs. So it's just fairly easy for me to go longs. I'm not going to lie, and that I'm having to stay with my long bias because of that. All right, so when it comes to this pre-market setup, I'm trying to take most of the position out at that 50-minute fair value gap, because to my understanding, this could be easily a level where if market gets there, we would have fairly big reaction lower, which could then allow us to get back into another better setup during the actual market hours. But definitely, if market, let's say 9:30 opens and we put on like a massive candle higher, I try to close quite soon my largest amount of my position, because I understand that when 9:30 opens and let's say it puts on like a large candle like this could easily be a fake move, and then we could chop lower like this and maybe then have the larger move back higher. But I would rather just take the majority of the position out when market initially pushes higher. I don't want to endure all of this, which I'm willing to do though. But I would say I don't wanna be a part of that trade if I could have the choice. So what I would rather do is take the profits what you can in around that region if we're going to reject lower, and then allow price to reject lower, and then we can look for another trade looking something like this, maybe a 2022 model to go long. And if that's something market is not willing to do again, and maybe I just take my majority of the position out there and market continues running, well, I will then hold the rest of the position above these 4 hour highs that I was watching anyways. So all right, so in my opinion, fairly good looking trade. I am going to allow price to put on a little bit more of a retracement here, so that would mean that we will have to see if price wants to get into here and reject, maybe put on some minor SMT with these lows here, So maybe like low in here could be SMT. I don't know. We'll see. So clearly, well, ES is having troubles getting as far down as NQ. So surely we are going to have some type of SMT here. But yeah, I'll be monitoring that very closely. So I took partial entry at that flip. Then we trade a little bit lower. I added in a couple of times in these regions, and the average fill is somewhere around here. So I will just have that there. Initially the stop was at that low, but now I've dragged it below this candle, so that's fine. All right, so now we are in. We see how that goes. We need to see reaction very quickly out of this, so we have to see like a quick reaction out of here. Market opens in 30 seconds. If we push initially lower at the market open, this trade is cooked. If we push higher though, there's a lot of potential here. So, you know, again, the point of trading is to submit to the market. You can't control your environment. You only can observe and react to what you see. So, whatever market does, I don't care. It can do it because, you know, I don't have control over it. So 9:30 opens. All right, we start pushing lower. Push lower. All right, that's trade taken out. So unfortunately, the initial push is heavy. Well, all right. So that wasn't too large of a loss. I will be looking for continuation higher again, because now we are back in this new week opening gap. Reaction out of that could cause some type of well, continuation higher. So the question really is, do I want to enter into like an IFEG if this flips? That would be a little bit aggressive for me. Although that does seem like an sensible option, considering the fact that this is SMT here. So if that flips, I will take 0.5% risk, and I will try to see if we can add into the position. But definitely still looking for longs here. Considering this new week opening gap, SMT, yeah, we got knocked out from the initial trade, but that was just a little bit unlucky, or, you know, it didn't necessarily invalidate the whole idea of longs. It kind of just invalidated the setup in here. So I'm closely monitoring this. Unfortunately, we are probably just going to rip higher here, and it's not allowing me to enter. I want to move lower now, back to this IFEG, because, you know, if it closed like here, that would have been fine, but it's closing too high up. Alright, I decided to, because it closed well enough here, I can have a little bit larger stop, but, you know, I thought that that's fine to take, mainly for the reason that we can still catch almost 2R to that high, so that's why I decided to do that. So this is pretty good trade idea in my opinion. I will probably even add in if market continues looking good. Alright, didn't work out. Alright, last try of today. This is really the best setup that we could have. Like the one in here, I shouldn't have taken that. I've got trapped in the openings a couple of times last month, and I need to do something about that. I need to journal a little bit and get better with that. So that was just like a opportunistic try. But here we actually broke the high with fair value gap. Market manipulated, delivers from the new wick opening gap. I already was bullish for the highs. We actually get the 2022 model that I want to see from first fair value gap. So everything considered, this should be the only setup that I should have executed. Maybe on top of the 830, because this one, it's fine as well. I just should have taken some profits at the highs here because 2R, or I don't know. We got maybe like at the end of the day, the fill was somewhere like here. That was only around a little bit over 1R, but some profits should have been taken there. So that was minor loss as well. All right. So let's see how this delivers. Good reaction there, right? At least I'm risking a little bit bigger position size here, purely because of the reason, or the reason being that this is really the only high quality setup. So higher quality setup, you should be allowed to risk a little bit more. That's the kind of the rational thought pattern behind the idea here. All right, close the charge. Trading days over for me. That was total bullshit price action. Yeah, what can I say?